Morning.
Morning. So I guess thanks for agreeing to this interview with us.
No
Maybe you
worries.
can tell us more about where we are and what you're currently doing.
Sure. You're right here at Sun-Dac. So Sun-Dac is a social service agency, a charity. We run day activity centers for person with disability. So what we do is the person with disability will come in the day around in the morning 8:30 to 9. And then they spend the day with us till late afternoon. So we run activities to engage them. We also try to promote social inclusion, that we get the community to come or bring them out in the community. But as you can imagine, during COVID, then we're restricted by the safe measures.
Maybe backtrack a bit and tell me something about yourself, like
Yeah,
your
sure.
name and how you got your visual impairment and like how your journey was like.
Yeah. So I'm Quek Hong Choon. So I got my visual impairment about I think 5 years. Yeah, around 5 years already. So it was a result of a retinal detachment. So it started off with my right eye. So one night I started to see flashes, and then soon there was the black curtain at the side of my eye. So I went to the hospital A&E. And then went through about 5 surgeries to try to patch up the retina, but it wasn't successful. So I can't see much with my right eye. And then 6 months later, the same thing happened to my left. So thankfully the operation is successful this time around, but because of some nerve damages, so I'm not able to see very clearly. So my vision on my left is also blurry. So that's how I got my visual impairment. Still in the process of adjusting, because it's quite a total different kind of lifestyle and adjustment when you don't see that well.
Can you tell us maybe like how your life was different before your visual impairment and after your visual impairment?
Maybe starting from myself, I like to drive. So I like to be independent. So I enjoy walks, hiking. Yeah, so those are things that I used to enjoy prior to my eye condition. Then obviously after my eye condition, a lot of things has to change. I can't read as I used to. Yeah, so of course there are e-books, audio books, but to me it's never the same as holding a physical book to read. So that's one adjustment. Then obviously I will be able to go on like hikes on my own. So in that sense, I don't do as much exercise and walking as I used to. And also I can't drive anymore. I'm more reliant on public transport. Then I also have to figure out signages, bus numbers for person with visual impairment. There's no way you can figure out what bus number.
Is there any like bus apps out there, or are they like?
There are bus apps that will tell you estimated this bus is coming in 1 minute, 2 minutes. But when the actual bus comes, let's say there are 3-4 buses coming at the same time, then that's where it's challenging, at least for me, to figure out, okay, which bus is the bus I want. So in terms of family wise, I used to be the driver of the family, but can't do that anymore. So then my wife will have to be the one now to step up to ferry my 2 boys.
I guess for you, like the transition was quite sudden, right? Especially.
Yeah.
Then like during the transition, like what was something that motivated you to like pick up yourself?
Honestly, I didn't really think much about it. Yeah, because as I said, it started with one eye. So initially, although the operations didn't go very well, but I was still hopeful that not all is lost because I have the other good eye, right? So initially I wasn't too troubled by it, because I thought, at least I still have one more eye that still can help me function. Yeah, but it's only when the second eye hit, and while going through the operation and during the recovering period, then it started to be a little bit more daunting, because then the risks are much higher, because if my left eye don't recover, that would mean that I'll be visually impaired. So it didn't really hit me yet then, until when the doctor told me that there was some nerve damage and I won't be able to regain the full vision. So that's where, in a sense, reality strikes. Yeah, but I guess for me, because I have two young boys, yeah, so they're 11 and 9 this year. So in a sense, I don't really have the time and space to wallow in misery or self-pity per se. Yeah, so thankfully, because I work in social service, so definitely my employers are also more understanding. So I'm able to continue to do my work, but of course with a lot more adjustment.
I guess something that I felt that was quite interesting was that how you talk about the social service sector, how like they made adjustments in the workplace for you, right? So maybe building on your experience of that, what do you feel like personally that was done good for you and could be done for other people with vision impairment also in the workplace?
I guess in the social service, because we do serve either the vulnerable, the needy, or some who serve people with special needs and disability, the empathy and understanding is definitely better. Yeah, so in cases like mine, and even when it comes to employing person with special needs or disability, colleagues and organization tend to be a little bit more empathetic, a little bit more informed, and also aware of what to do. That understanding leeway for us to then sort resources to adjust. So I guess it's more the awareness. Hopefully more people are aware. And then of course the willingness to give opportunity or chance for a person with disability or special needs to come into the workplace and then make some adjustments, and then with the support of the colleagues, then I think that will definitely be helpful. Yeah.
What do you think corporations are generally like afraid of, I guess specifically when hiring people with vision impairment?
I guess it still stems from lack of awareness. Yeah, because when you're unfamiliar and you're not aware, then you tend to be more hesitant to explore. Then the other concern could possibly be, is it too much of a hassle to have to make that kind of accommodation?
Would you like to challenge these assumptions?
Well, I guess recently, especially in the past few years, a lot more awareness has been raised, be it from SG and EBA, National Council of Social Service. Yeah, so there are campaigns, there are more publicity. So I would say, and then with technology, I think assistive technology definitely is a big enabler. So those technology and with the awareness, then my challenge, of course, to organization is to give it a try. For work-wise, I can share, for example, obviously the speed monitor is one. So for monitor setting, I have to switch it to the high contrast. You can opt for bigger fonts, you can opt for magnifier, you can switch the contrast. So what works for me is a black background with yellow text. So I see better with the contrast. So even on my phone, I have apps that help me read. Yeah, so I install apps that helps me read.
A practical guide for this.
Yeah, so it reads out the text.
Simon C.
Read, so I can just point it to book a text or document, and then you help me read out the text.
So it's trying to register this.
Yeah.
It's quite accurate though.
Like the black marker.
Actually, it's quite accurate.
Gray.
Everything is great. Please, hello.
Yeah, so those are the technology or tools that are readily available nowadays, which is definitely helpful.
Is there anything more that you would like to say to, I guess, the document,
Yeah.
the general audience?
Yeah, I think nowadays with the increase in awareness, and a lot of Singaporeans are really very kind. So when they see person disability, be it on wheelchair, like cane, and special needs. I think the tolerance or the understanding definitely needs to improve. Yeah, so I guess we're on the right track and right starting point. I hope to encourage more Singaporeans when you see person with special needs and disability, not to be fearful, but also to be mindful and respectful in terms of learning more about their